Our Rebecca Lopez spoke with a man who's been interviewing killers for 30 years now. Rebecca, what are some of the warning signs we should know?
Well, our expert says that there are 25 warning signs, usually about 25 warning signs, but they're easy to miss. But he says they are always there, and it just takes one trigger to set the killer off. It's hard to understand and comprehend how a person, typically a young man, can gun down innocent people in mass numbers.
Most of the time, a mass shooter and a school shooter, all they want is a high body count, so they really usually don't care.
Phil Chalmers is a writer who's interviewed hundreds of teen killers and school shooters for the past 30 years to get inside their minds of why they did it.
It's so complex that you can't just say it's video games, it's politicians, it's guns, it's this, it's that. It's a complex issue, and there's many things going on.
He says the reasons vary, but typically there are warning signs. Here's what to look for. Usually they broadcast or talk about killing on social media. They plan 6 to 12 months in advance. They have a fascination with weapons. They make videos and journals, and they have a fascination with violent video games.
It's called leakage. They can't keep it in. They will leak something. And those are the warning signs. Any threats of violence, any posing with guns on social media, any talking about other massacres and other crimes.
The warning signs can be easy to miss. 20 years ago, Sue Klebold's son Dylan and a friend gunned down classmates at Columbine High School. In a past interview with WFAA, she admits she made mistakes and missed the signs.
Dylan did have a change in behavior in his junior year of high school. He'd never been in trouble before, but he was suddenly in trouble with a cluster of things that he did.
Klebold and Chalmers agree that most mass shooters are suicidal and want to die, so they share their experience and stories in hopes of preventing more bloodshed. And Chalmers says that there is always a trigger, and most of the time the killer has been either dumped by a girlfriend, has dispute with parents, or loss of a job. He says those are usually the triggers, and he says after 30 years of studying this, what he fears that there is no end in sight, and it will just keep happening again and again. Cynthia, back to you.